Lucky for you, they were in the shop doing man shit.
Yeah. Man shit.
Dude, listen, we're already gonna just roll into this. Hi, welcome back to Independent and Unstable.
What's up?
You know, we don't have normal intros. That would be
Men still suck.
That would be lame. No, the reason why I want to say that is because it is so funny. So I'll catch you up if you're semi. I kind of had a big tragedy happen this week. Came home Monday after I checked my cows in the morning, and I had 2 cows that had just died. 2 healthy cows that just died. I have no idea what happened. I'm still, as of right now, waiting on results. But because it was 2, we decided to do a necropsy. And it's like an autopsy. When the vet was up there, she was like, I know these are pet cows. Like, do you think you can help me? And I'm like, well, I'm going to help you because I don't want you to do it alone. Because you'll be here for an extra 2 hours if you try to do this all by yourself. Like, I'll just get through it. And Dad was up there with us, but he kept sneaking away in the shop. And I'm like, you motherfucker. Like, you squeamish little bitch. Like, I'm out here in the trenches.
It's always funny to see, especially when you have like a tough-looking dad. Listen, not all of you have tough-looking dads. I hate to tell you. Some of you were raised by Elliots.
Yeah.
And other people were raised by Bobs.
Like, my dad is the sweetest man, if you know him. But, like, people have always told me, your dad's really intimidating looking.
My dad is intimidating.
Yes, he is. I will agree to that.
Yeah, I was raised by a Kevin.
We are not the same.
No. Both scary-looking dads. Only one is actually scary and one's not.
Yeah. Your dad is the, looks like a, what is it? It looks like a Cinnabon is a, looks like a cinnamon roll is a something. I can't remember what the other one is.
He does not look like a cinnamon roll.
But mine's the one that looks like a scary one, but is a cinnamon roll. Yours is the one that looks scary, is scary. I cannot remember the other word.
I don't know. But, like, it's always funny to see your tough-looking dad find that one thing that bothers him. Like, your dad is queasy about, like, blood and stuff. My dad's is vomit.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Trigger warning, but we used to go hunting. We used to deer hunt. And my dad would have no problem skinning deer. Mm-hmm. No problem. This one time, my mom, who's a teacher, went to parent teacher conferences. My dad was in charge of us. My sister was 3 at the time, so I was like 8. Mm-hmm. My sister was lame and had this blanket that she carried around everywhere and like would not let go of. Well, she threw up in the middle of the living room, and my dad was the only one home. So he took her baby blanket, covered it up, and let the vomit sit on the carpet for 3 hours until my mom got home. I would kill him because the thought of having to clean it up made him dry heave. He could barely cover it up. I thought I was going to have to clean it up.
Oh my god. Dude, I tell you what, that's how it is. Like, it's just, they can't handle it.
It's just the dumbest shit that they're affected by.
Because I even told the vet, because she was like, I was like, yeah, like, we should have Dad helping us too. And then he kept sneaking into the barn, and I was like, don't let him fool you. He's going in there. He's like, I was like, he has nothing to do in there. Like, I kept going in there, and he's fucking on his phone. I'm like, get your ass out here.
Boom, man.
Boom, man. And you know what he blamed it on? I was cold because I had just got a massage, so the lotion was making me extra cold.
Shut up.
I shit you not, that was
Mr. Construction Worker Man.
I told you, he's a soft motherfucker.
Looks like a bee. Is a cinnamon.
Yeah! Good ASMR for the peeps.
Have you seen the loud ASMR?
No.
Oh my god. So it's no fucking secret that the TikTok live page is a wild place.
Oh yeah.
Right? Okay, so we got egg peeling. Mm-hmm. We've got ASMR, like traditional ASMR. Mm-hmm. We've got the loud ASMR, which is literally where they're quiet for a couple seconds and then they
I'm gonna tell you right now, I feel like ASMR gets too sensual because you be laying at night and then there's just somebody staring at you.
The loud ASMR is not that way, Lacey, let me tell you.
And it's like, can you stop
fucking me with your eyes? There are the girls that...
Yeah.
But there are people who straight up, they will sit there and stare at the camera and then...
I think I would enjoy that.
There is also...
That's comedic.
Girls promoting their OnlyFans on TikToks. Mm-hmm. By going live. Mm-hmm. And reading books. I put that in quotation marks for those listening can't see reading books. So all you see in the camera, like you see her reading a book, but she's bouncing up and down because she's also filming for her OnlyFans while she's doing it. So anytime you see a girl reading a book, it might be OF. She's Flipping the bean.
She's got something in there.
Peeling her tater.
There's something on the inside.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I know.
It drives me insane how TikTok's rules work. And it's like, just be honest and say that it's pretty privileged. Because literally, when I showed my thigh tattoo, immediately, this is nudity. And I'm like, it's my thigh. But like, and like, I'm not one of those people who's like, girls shouldn't be bikinis. Listen, I'd be in a bikini too if I look like that. No hate.
If you're gonna let one person in a bikini, everybody has to be allowed to wear a bikini.
Exactly. And like, if she's allowed to have cheeks out, why can't I have cheeks out?
Right.
My life got taken down for dangerous acts because my cows were running too fast. And this bitch is hopping on a dick.
The one guy whose whole dick, like his whole TikTok content is his dick.
I posted a TikTok today, but obviously this comes out Monday. But I was like, I'm going to take temperatures of my cows. I'm not going to show you though, because last time I did it was, it had a sensitive content warning, but literally I see guys slinging their schlongs.
Yeah.
And that's no problem. I don't want to see your entire imprint of your dingling.
Yeah.
I do not.
Into the eye,
I don't.
Especially when it's like guys that are already hot enough, like you don't have to do that.
Why?
You could have a 2-inch pincher and would be. You could have an inverted penis and girls would still want to fuck you.
Just stop.
Also, it's not a dating app.
No.
It's a short app.
Listen, I know that I cuss a lot, but if that's the worst I do for the children that are going to be growing up, I think I'm doing all right.
Right.
Because, like, most parents admit that they cuss around their kids, too.
I would never do that.
Absolutely not. I am a child of God. But we actually just got finished. I had to make a full outfit change before this project.
So, T-Baby is turning 1.
You both just look at her trying not to cry.
I'm not doing well because not only does that mean that she's almost a year old, it means we've almost had her for a whole year.
Yeah, it's insane.
The stork brought her, I got her from the stork when she was 4 days old.
Yeah.
I want to die.
And I can't handle
I can't handle the fact that, like, God, you know what? I used to make fun of the white moms on Facebook. Time is a thief. It really fucking is. Like,
it's so crazy.
Where did my child go?
It's so crazy to think about because obviously I've been in her life a lot and I'm just like, what the hell?
The pandemic, the 2 months I was off of work when the panorama started, felt like 6 fucking years.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a legitimate whole year, and it feels like 2 months.
It's crazy. Like I was going through pictures on my phone to find something, I can't remember what, but I went back to her first bath and I was like, huh.
Yeah, I know, dude. I know. And now she takes bath in the tub like a big kid. No more sink bath.
But anyway, we took her 1-year-old photos, and so she did the smash cake. And I am thrilled that she really likes her Aunt Lacey.
God, she fucking...
But she...
As soon as she was done, I was... Okay, so I gave her the cake, right? And of course, like, she feeds herself, but she's never had...
full range to a whole entire cake.
That's, like, and usually it's little pieces here and there. And she was like...
You sure
what
about
the
this?
fuck is this?
Yeah.
So she was very quick to get handsy with it though. Like she's not scared of anything. So she sticks her hands in it and then like looks at her hands and is like licking it. And then I was like, oh my god, this is really good.
Yeah.
But then it was like taking too long, So I did what the responsible parent would do and I took the cake and like
smushed it
on her face. And we let that happen for a little bit and then I was like, okay, we need more crumbles. So then I put both of my hands in the cake, smashed it all up, and then just sprinkle it all over the kid. And then I'm standing there, and then we're done, and the baby's done. The baby decided we were done.
Yeah. So
she started to crawl away, covered in cake, and I was like, I don't know what to do!
Yeah, because Julie just starts making noise, and I'm like, what do you need from me? And she's like, I need an adult! And I was like,
well,
okay.
I was covered in cake. I didn't want to get cake, like, in her hair and stuff.
Yeah,
I wanted to keep it mainly on her outfit.
Yeah.
And then Lacey picked her up. I did not realize that her feet were covered in cake, and Lacey had footprints all over her poopa.
And then, like, there was just, because she gave me a hug, so and I was just like, it's fine. I'm at my house. We can just, I can just
That's
get
what
changed.
part of why I had Lacey pick her up. I didn't want to get dirty.
I don't blame you, though, because I have a full wardrobe here, so I'm not upset.
I don't live here.
Yeah.
Not yet.
You moving in? Don't tell me.
But, yeah, it is really wild that she's already, like, we're already to that point.
I know. Do you want to talk about something that's, like, not that we're a drama channel, but I am curious because I know that we have different views on it. Because You are supportive of the Tratter House.
I'm not supportive of it.
But, well...
I'm not, like, standing it. I've just listened to both sides, and I've picked a side that I think might be telling more of the truth. I don't think either side is telling the complete truth, because that's not how these things work.
My thing is, like, I don't even give a shit about the Taylor and them drama. My only input that I would have on that is I hate that no matter what Taylor does or says, she's going to be deemed the dramatic female. I hate that. Hate that for her, because I never knew her. TikTok's such a big platform. She has more followers than me. I'm not gonna act like it's not like that. But like TikTok is fucking huge. I will say, if she somehow heard this, she is gorgeous. And I love her outfits. Like, I would love to have her dress me and pick out my fits, because she be dressing. But I do feel bad that regardless of what she does, says, or what receipts she brings, no one's going to take her serious because she's the female.
Yep.
But I will say that I have some issues with the Tratter House. Now, just hear me out. I know that their intention wasn't to be like, we're ye all country house. Like,
but hold on. Can we also just look at the fact that never once has the content house played out?
No, it's not going to.
At like a year, and then the sponsors are like, we're not doing
And it's not even that, but it's just hard to have people like that together, because like, we did it for a weekend with our little farm group, and it was really fun, but it was also really fucking chaotic. Because everyone's trying to get content, no one can have peace. Like, that's not a good place for you to live and
like
thrive.
when the Hype House became a thing the first time, they were like they would make like 800 TikToks a day. That's, when are you doing anything? I can get it, it's, you know, it's your job, but like, how do you... But
like, for me, here's my issue with it, and you just see where you're at with it. Because my first issue is, regardless, like, they acted like it was something revolutionary on both sides. Like, it's not. It's
the first Western...
It's a content house with a different flavor. Because I'm sorry, but the industry that you're trying to show is country people being influencers. That's been around. There has been country people on YouTube. They just don't get as much light because we're not out here doing TikTok dances. Caden. Like, we've been here. I've been out here in the trenches. I'm just not hot. That's my problem.
I've been here the whole damn time.
I'm just average looking, like a lot of you men, but for some reason, the whole world simps. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But you know, that's the part I get, is because even though they're like, we're not trying to be the ag industry, I'm like, it doesn't matter. Your house is called fucking Tratters, which is a dumb word you made up for tractor. So people are going to look at you, and that is what they're going to say when it comes to, oh, so this is what it's like. This is what, you know, farmers are doing. I don't care that you're like, well, we didn't intend for that. Well, that's what you did when you came up with the word tratter for tractors, which already makes us look ignorant. And then... I'm sorry, it pisses me off. You know what else pisses me off? The fact that it is average looking men, but all the girls had to be hot and skinny, and they're all 18.
It's also very whitewashed.
Oh, we already knew it was going to be whitewashed.
I know.
But that's what pisses me off, is it's average looking men, and then it's really fucking hot girls, and a lot of them are freshly 18. That makes me uncomfortable, I'm sorry. Because a lot of those boys are in their early to mid 20s. And like, I know that it seems like I'm really heated about it, but it's because I work my ass off to make content, to promote agriculture. I know that I'm silly and I'm goofy with a lot of it, but I want people to see my farm and think of me instead of PETA. I want that to be eventually what happens. And it just sucks that there are people who put minimum effort into a TikTok because they shake their ass or they do something silly, and now they are just, boom. I don't get brand deals. I have 1.1 million followers and I don't get brand deals. And some of these girls that entered the house have like 260K, and they already have a manager and everything. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Am I just not hot? Is that how aggressive, like, is that how bad pretty privilege is?
You have to shake your ass on TikTok.
I got a juicy caboosey. I'm about to have a whole different amount of content.
Like, she's about to start her OnlyFans.
I'm about to start wearing assless chaps. Get at me.
Those are the only kind of chaps. That's a hill I'll fucking die on.
You know, you are.
All chaps are assless.
Yes.
That's why they're chaps.
Yeah. And not
pants.
If they had an ass on them, they'd be called pants.
Jesus.
No, I know that was a really big rant for me, but I just feel like this is a safe place for me to talk about
I think I give it like another month, and then they just let it go because...
Well, people are going to start leaving, because the problem with getting personalities... They're getting a lot of hate. And like, I want them to understand that every video I've seen from fellow people in ag are not negative. It's more of just like, we don't want people to see you and think that's what we're doing. We want people to see the real ag industry. Because there's a way, because like I'm not saying I do it perfectly, because I'm flawed as a motherfucker.
They're pushing the aesthetic of a Western.
But without any, like,
house.
you know what would have been groundbreaking and revolutionary? If y'all motherfuckers would have taken that $3 million, bought a ranch or a farm, brought some animals in there, and showed them content. That would have been revolutionary.
I feel like there's maybe like 2 girls in there that know.
I don't know any of the girls, and I don't want to, like, I'm not shitting
2
on
of
them.
them are horse people. 2 of them are horse girls. They like actually like
Yeah.
are.
And I'm not taking cowboy cards, but I will say, if you can up and leave your farm,
That's questionable to me.
because you best believe that they would have, I mean, they work at farm lazy, but if they would have been like, all right, you got land for about 15 cows or what? Because if not, then I can't go, because I have responsibilities. Because I really like Zach.
Mm-hmm.
I fuck with Zach.
I like that.
I like him. I don't love the whole Trotter, like, I thought that kind of stuff was silly, but
I
like,
fucking ate that shit up.
you did, you bought their stickers.
I bought their stickers.
That's why I was like, me and Julie might not agree here, but, and like, I love the agriculture industry so much, and I have so much passion for it, and it just gets shit on every day. And so for me to work my ass off and then just to be completely overshadowed by idiots.
Zach turned it down. Zach let his part.
That's why I love him.
Yeah, but I want to talk about Zach let his
go
part of the tractor co or Tratter co or whatever they called it. He let that go.
Because he wanted to stay on his farm.
And he got invited out, and he was like, I can't, like, this is the time I need to be here, because he's actually farming. Newsflash. The country, I'll take cowboy cards, I don't give a fuck. The country boys on TikTok and the country girls on TikTok they're not all out here fucking, wrangling yearlings in sagegrass.
And like, I know that a lot of people are going to probably be like, well, if you can take cowboy cards, yeah, my cattle aren't used for beef, but I was out there for 6 hours with cows dissecting one. Like, I still do everything involved with cattle. It's not my daddy's cows. My dad doesn't pay for shit. Like, we split bills because we own half and half about. Like, I'm out there doing, my dad will admit to you right now if I pulled him in here that I do more labor than he does because his job has a lot more hours. And I'm here more now because of my job. And like I said, I don't care to take cowboy cards. You can have that Western flair without ever stepping foot on the farm. I don't care. But just like, you have to understand that when you call it a Western house and when you call it the Trotter house, but then you're like, but we're not trying to be agricultural. You are. You are. Yeah. You put the belt buckle on, you put the fucking outfit on. That'd be like people cosplaying as police officers being like, we're not real well, you're like, to fucking 12-year-olds, that's what they think of now. Like, I want my industry displayed by people who give a shit about the industry, not the clothes. The clothes don't mean shit. It's the people in the clothes that are out there doing it.
Yeah, they're not doing it. I got news for y'all if you think they are doing anything. They're not.
I'm wearing leggings and sweatshirts out every day out there, birthing calves and shit, and I want that shown.
It's not the hat that makes the cowboy.
I didn't have a cowboy hat until literally a month ago.
If you think your cowboy hat makes you a cowboy, so sorry.
But I do have this one on
It does not.
So I know I'm always a cowboy even when I leave my hat at home. But I'm sorry, I know that seems like you got really spicy, Lacey, but it's just, I'm so fucking passionate about the ag industry, and I just want to be a good advocate, and I do my best every day to think of ways to teach and show people the realness that is a cattle farm, and just to be completely overshined by people who just do dumb trends in a house together and then call it Western because they wear belt buckles pisses me off. It just does. And maybe it's because I'm almost 26 and a lot of those people are still in their early 20s and a lot. But like I said, those girls are fucking. Jenna Sparks is 18. Mm-hmm. Her sister was with them filming 15. Nick is 24. No one thinks that that's like. I don't think she's living in the house. I don't know enough. But like I was looking at their videos at first because I was curious of who was going there. And I'm like, I don't like that it's freshly 18 girls. I'm sorry. I don't care. I'm not trying to call them anything. I'm not saying they're any kind of hard words. I'm not going to, label them, but I do think it's strange that it was average men, above average looking women that are all skinny, pretty, atypical pretty, and then whitewashed as fuck. Mm-hmm. But then you look at age ranges and I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like that. Because the maturity age of a 23-year-old versus an 18-year-old is very different.
Now, with because the Taylor thing, because Taylor was all upset or whatever because, you know, it was her idea, whatever. Go fucking make one.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be the first Western country, whatever. I just got news for anybody who thinks that having a house full of content creators is a good idea. It never fucking works.
No.
The Hype House is a Netflix show, and now they're all suing each other.
Yeah. Like, you're gonna end up hating each other. That's why I think our friend group of, like, us who all hang out have stayed together, because we meet up and hang out, but then that's it. Because we all have farms to go to.
Yeah.
I said it. We all could only hang out for a weekend because everyone had to go home to their farm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it.
I just don't think content houses should ever be on anybody's radar, because it's like if Jake fucking Paul couldn't keep it together,
Also,
no one's keeping it together.
here's my thing. Stop giving Jake Paul this credit of being the first content house, and put some respect on Ricky, Dylan, JC Kalen, Kean fucking Lawley, Connor Franta, and I don't want to use his dead name, but they were the first fucking content house. I was an O2L girl, okay? I'll admit it. I was the same age as most of them, but I was an O2L girl towards the end of it, and put some respect on those motherfuckers' names. That's all I gotta say.
I was around.
There was also Sam, but then I don't want to use the dead name of Moran because that's no longer their name, so that's fine. But like I said,
Content houses just don't work. They don't. They don't fucking work.
And like it's just like I said, I know that I was very passionate, but like I said, at the end of the day, it just boils down to I want my industry seen for what it is and not what it's being panned out to be. And I know that they're like, well, it's not our intention. Well, that's the same way people are like, I never asked to be a role model. Well, you are.
Yeah.
The moment that you gain a following and you benefit from it.
The same people that say I never asked to be a role model and put in a weird position are the same ones that are like, I'm so thankful I have all these people looking up to me.
Yeah. But it's just when they do something bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once they get backlash, it's like, well, I never asked it. Like when fucking Nikita was like, I just would rather be the bad guy so that people don't, so I can't just be uphold to these standards. It's not fucking hard to be a good person. Just say that. You're not a good person. Because it's not that hard.
Well, she doesn't keep the best company either. So.
But it's just like, I don't know. I get so sick of seeing such shitty people continue to just get to be shitty. And I'm not talking about them because I don't think any of the boys and, you know, the Trotter House, like, I don't think they're bad people. I really don't. I still follow Nick. I have a lot of respect for Nick because I'm trying to do something like he did.
Yeah.
You know? And I respect him a lot. And it's not like I hate Blake and I hate Caden. Like, I have nothing against those boys. I think it's cool because Caden's from our state, and I think that's kind of cool that he's out here doing stuff. And I really do hope that they're all successful. I'm just tired of the, like, well, we never wanted to be, like, country and display agriculture. Well, motherfucker, you're wearing the outfit, so you are displaying it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that this whole, like, well, there's just never been, like, we don't fit in with the LA people. What? All creators can fit in together as long as their egos are in check. Because we're all doing the same damn thing. I have made good friends with Christine Snaps through TikTok. Are we the same fucking content? No, she lives in the suburbs of Chicago, and I live in bumfucked Egypt, Ohio. But we have become really good friends because we have bonded over the fact that we are both social media influencers now, and our lives have changed. You make it work. There's shit people and there's not shit people. We gotta talk about dicks or something because
your mic's muted. Yeah.
How long has it been like that?
I don't know.
What if it's been that the whole time?
Then you ranted loud enough. I'm sure they heard it in my
You're right. I'm so sorry. I just, like I said, agriculture is a big passion of mine. I know it is you too, and I just, like I said, I really don't want them to think, like, I mean, I don't think they're ever going to hear it, but I just...
I mean, it comes down to if they do, they need to do better.
Yeah.
Just that's what it is.
Do better.
You might also want to get some older women in that house, so, you know, when the accusations start rolling out, you have somebody to bounce truth off of.
Exactly. Who the hell is calling me at this audit? It's probably fucking spam. I don't care. Let it go.
Right. We need to take a break anyway.
Alright. We'll come back with more positive things, I promise.
I can't promise that.
Okay. I mean, if you want, pop off, Wayne. Get pissed. Bye. Why did we say bye? You won't hear it on the audio because we muted our mics, but literally as soon as we just left from that break, we were both like, why did we just say bye?
We said bye.
Instead of like, we'll be back. But honestly, we've been thinking about some other like cut because like us just being like, we'll be back in like stupid ways is not it either.
It's not.
So we just don't know what to do. You know?
Okay. Let's flip this around.
Okay, I'm ready.
We had a really hot start.
Sorry. This
It's
is just
okay.
where I can really let my
It's okay.
out, you know?
So I just want to bring up a situation that happened because I am not a person who gets super emotional. I'm not a person who gets emotional. I'm not a person who likes to cry in front of people. Lacey's maybe seen me cry like 6 times in 10 years.
Probably.
One of those times was on my couch last week. And we were watching Degrassi. This is the 15th fucking time I've talked about Degrassi on the podcast. Any chance to talk about Degrassi, I'm going to talk about it. I'm watching Degrassi. Okay? Season 7, episode 4, I believe. Season 6? Season 6 or
I think it's
7?
season 6.
JT York gets fatally stabbed outside of Emma Nelson's house at a party. Okay? And that's very emotional for me because when I find a TV show that I'm emotionally invested in, I give it my fucking all.
You really do.
I will, and I feel the emotions. Shitty of acting as Degrassi was, I feel the emotion, okay? JT York fucking died. And I'm sitting on the couch, crying. And I can feel Lacey staring at me. Like I'm some kind of fucking oddity at a museum. She's like, not even watching TV anymore, she's just watching me cry. And I look over and she's like, what? Fucking laughing at me while I'm crying. Never again will I cry in front of her. Ever.
Well, mind you, I've literally talked, like, Julie's literally told me about people dying and not shed tears. So then the fact that, obviously, as someone who's not as
We fucking laughed when I was talking about my great grandma died.
Yeah. So, like, imagine me in utter dismay when a show that I have just really watched with her and has terrible acting, this dude gets stabbed and Julie's over there blubbering. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Listen. It is the dab of psychopath that I have in myself where I have to watch emotion take place for me to be emotional.
It's just,
Right. So if no one else has any emotion, I'm not going to have any emotion. Funerals, I will cry if I see enough people cry.
Yeah.
I have to build myself up. TV shows, I have to watch the emotional, like, climax so that I can, like... So I can climax with them.
We gotta get off together.
So I think that might be the dab of psychopath I have in myself.
Well, like, I think it's also just because I'm so normal with crying now. Like, I'll just be like, I'm crying, Julie, I'm sorry. And you'll be like, hey.
Yeah.
I'll just be like, it's whatever.
Yeah, I don't know how to portray
Yeah.
emotion. And I finally did it. And Lacey made fun of me, so now I won't cry again. And then I told her, because she was like, oh my god, you're actually crying. And I'm like, yeah, bitch, I told you I would cry. And I was like, no, I won't. I was like, I cleaned myself up. Okay, I brushed myself off. And I was like, okay, I won't cry again now until graduation. Degrassi class of 2007 graduation. Then I'll cry again, because then they do a tribute to JT.
Yeah.
And so the other day, Thursday, I was watching Degrassi, and guess what? Class of 2007 graduated. They did a tribute to JT York. Natasha Bedingfield was there. Don't ask. Okay, don't fucking ask. Natasha Bedingfield was there. I'm fucking crying, and I sent Lacey Snapchat, me singing Unwritten, crying my eyes out.
This is 100% accurate.
Crying, I saved the video.
As you should.
Like I was talking about on the podcast. Me singing Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield, just crying, and Lacey doesn't fucking reply.
What day was it?
Thursday.
I don't know. I was gonna have this excuse, but I don't know.
Yeah!
I really, like, if our FBI agent can open the Snapchats we send each other.
I so badly wish we could get half the Snapchats back that I sent, just to see. Like, it'd be cool to just go back and see what shit I was saying to people at 16.
We send the dumbest shit to each other. It's not even funny. And I'm way too open with you. Like, I put in I went into detail about thought I had a potential hemorrhoid the other day.
Do you
with
have
Julie.
one?
I don't think so. We're back to normal. I don't know what that was.
You said a bleeding asshole?
Just for a day.
Just for a day, just try it out. Test it a minute.
It literally, I don't even understand. Like, because I thought it was stress induced because, like, I'm not going to go too much into, like, how the autopsy night went, but it was 2 women, 1 giant cow carcass. And so.
I just imagine being so stressed out that your asshole
You just
starts
pop a heavy.
bleeding. Your asshole starts bleeding.
Too stressed, pop a heavy. But I think it might have been just all the stress from this week. And then, like I said, it was 2 women, 1 giant cow carcass. And so I was like straining a lot trying to help her because I'm not going to get too graphic with you guys, but basically she had to get pieces of the lung and the heart, and if you thought our rib cages were tough, think about a cow's. So I was like having to open this chest cavity up, and I am built like a small linebacker, but like goddamn. So I think I might have strained there, but I don't know. But then like yesterday and today I was like Gucci, so I don't know.
Just a Hemi for a day.
Just look at my body's like,
got a
I don't
Hemi.
know, we're just gonna talk about it. Just thinking about it, I'm not gonna do it.
Okay, so
Wait, you don't talk about my Hemi?
it's not that I don't want to talk about your Hemi, it's just we've already talked about your Hemi.
A lot.
And I don't know how much you want to talk about me.
I don't give a shit. I'm
okay,
open as
that's
hell.
fine. Let's just bleeding out our asshole. Well,
Not
she
anymore.
It was a potential hemorrhoid. She asked her mom if she spread her cheeks if her mom would put the cream on it.
Yeah, because having a juicy caboosey and a Hemi does not mix. I couldn't get in there right.
But I think we should go ahead and tell them what our plan is for next week.
Oh, yeah.
So, we've been talking about wanting to get guests on the show.
Mm-hmm.
On the show.
Welcome to our show.
And we have a potential
Duo.
a large guest. No, I'm just talking. Okay, I'm talking.
Oh, sorry.
We have a potential in-person guest. Okay, that we're
Yes.
hoping and praying
Yep, okay.
that it comes through. However, we need to have other guests before we have in-person guests.
Yeah. So
We just won't be able to do that.
Yeah.
Have
you met us?
Yeah, for real. So, to like ease our way into having guests, I thought it'd be good if it was somebody that like, you know, was like we knew.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know, but Lacey knows.
Yeah.
And so Lacey contacted her buddies.
My pals. I'll just tell who they are. And we can
I was
just-
gonna tell who they
Okay,
were.
yeah. So basically, I got a couple farmer friends. I got Farmer Froberg, Tyler from Texas, and then I got Noah with the Shiloh Farms. He's from Nebraska. The reason why we're having them together is because they actually launched a business together because they're just a couple of bros doing some guy shit. And
Dudes doing that.
just dudes doing that.
So,
Anywhoosies, we're going to be talking to them, but here's the sitch, okay? We don't trust ourselves on like
Not at
having a Zoom here. Also, my service is trash. So the way that it'll be formatted is Julie and I will be doing the interview with them on Zoom, and we will film it. And then we will just have our podcast episode, and then a half-hour segment of that podcast next week will be the interview with my friends.
So, saying that to segue into people that I want to hopefully like get on the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
I have a manifestation list in my
Yes.
phone of people that like we have to have on this podcast.
I know.
Like, we're gonna fucking make it, and then we're gonna fucking Dave Portman this shit. We're gonna have fucking podcasts everywhere.
Yeah.
But
Like 8 of them.
Froberg and Shiloh have agreed to be our
Yeah, they were down. to
our
be
beta
guinea pigs.
guests.
Yeah, they were down. They're really great guys if you don't know them. They're on TikTok, and I really like them.
See, I don't know them, and a lot of people that we may or may not have on the show are going to be people that Lacey knows, and I'm at such a disadvantage here because I
Well,
don't know these people.
If we get the one girl that you know that we follow, me and her follow each other, but you actually like her content.
This one time, I messaged her on Facebook fucking fangirling because at that point you had like 10,000 followers, and I was like, oh my god, this person has like 2 million followers. This is the most famous person I know. And so she liked one of my stupid fucking TikToks, and I fucking messaged her on Instagram like a fucking fangirl, and now she and Lacey are like besties, and I'm like, wow, I look like a fucking idiot. But
No, I'm talking about Kickstand.
oh god, I fucking love her. Lindsay, I love you. Not in a weird way. I fucking love that girl. I really fucking do. Her content cracks me the fuck up.
Yeah.
So fucking funny. And she keeps me up on the Doug Dashian tea. Okay?
That's
Doug
fantastic.
Dashians and the sister wives, she lets me know about it. She's also just genuinely, I think, a really good person.
That's good.
She used to be a hairdresser.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love it.
I also love the fact that she's up to like I think 4 spam accounts because TikTok, like, you cannot talk badly about the Duggars and they'll get you. They'll get you.
Do you think the Duggars are in the Illuminati?
Oh, for sure. For sure.
You think they're lizard people?
Oh.
What are they
For
hiding
sure.
under those skirts? Scales.
Never mind. But I really do. Mrs. Kickstand, I fucking love her. I really do. And then like I saw that she commented on Lacey's TikToks and
Julie just constantly like, I need you to use your
I
pal.
was like, listen, follow her back immediately.
Julie was like, I saw her comment on your video. I think she might follow you. Follow her back. I was like, okay. She's like, use
This
your pal.
has to happen. And listen, I'll never be there, so I just need you to do this for me, okay?
I got you.
Do this for me.
Okay.
Do this for me.
Okay.
I gotta put me first, Lucius.
I gotta put me first.
So, there's just a lot of people that I would really like to have.
I
on the
agree.
podcast.
I think there's a lot of really interesting people, and I just would love to talk to them.
I want to talk to the guy that does the train videos. What's his name?
I don't know.
What's his
but
name?
If you don't, I don't know how to explain to you what we're talking about other than just.
He was a big meme on Instagram.
It's pure magic what that man does.
God, I fucking love him. I can't even explain.
When I tell you that I could piss myself,
It's just the way he has the content.
Yeah.
The content is funny,
yes.
but not in a way that you think it would be funny because he's literally just sitting at train platforms, watching trains go by,
But he has a fisheye lens, and he wears this like GoPro
facing his
apparatus.
face.
So you just see his pure enjoyment when
I'm gonna try to find his name. I can't remember his name.
Oh my god!
But he just recently did one with Joe Jonas. And I thought Joe Jonas' face was like pretty, like it's pretty okay, right?
Yeah.
And then like you put a fisheye lens facing that face, god damn.
I just wish there was something like, I don't want to steal his content obviously, but I just am trying to think of like something that would get my genuine reaction, or you know what could be funny? Like I would obviously credit him because we ain't stealing content in this house, but like it would be really funny to get like a POV of like a feeding my cows or something.
Put it on you if you have to pull a calf this year.
Oh my gosh. Well, see,
I can't remember his name.
so many people want me to do stuff like that, and I'm like, dude, in the moment, if I have to pull a calf, if my dad saw me strapping up, he would be like, what the fuck are you doing?
What the fuck are you doing?
We got a calf to save, bitch.
Your dad sounds a lot like Sam Elliott when I voice him.
Sorry.
I can't remember his name. He's so funny.
I still have that video. Maybe we can try to see his little.
He was a meme on fucking Instagram. Bustin had sent me a meme of him on Instagram, and I was like, I love that. I don't know who this man is. He's from overseas. Fucking so funny. And like the one video popped up on my For You page, and it was him, and I was like, that kind of looks like Joe Jonas. And that's why I'm watching. I was like, oh my god, it's fucking Joe Jonas. Joe Jonas flew to wherever this man was at.
I would if I.
And it's not even a train platform. I misspoke. It's not a train platform. It's literally a field that he walks to see all these trains go by. And he straps Joe Jonas. He straps Joe Jonas up, and Joe Jonas goes, "We're gonna get these tones." And it's just the funniest. It's so fucking funny. Just the fact that he's made a fucking platform for himself
off of just reacting to trains.
To trains.
I love it.
He's very knowledgeable about trains, like that's very apparent. Like every time a train goes by, he goes, "That's the bird," and it's just so wholesome.
I love it. I
I
love
can't
everything
remember
about
his
it.
name though. God, but
What is it
so
about that
many
some?
TikToks.
What is that about? Just how simple that stuff can be. Like when we all fell in love with fucking Pickles, that pug that just no bones or bones dead.
What happened to Pickles?
I think he's still okay.
I haven't seen a Bones Day update, so.
Like, what the fuck does that mean? We can't lose him in 2022. 2022 has taken so many.
Meatloaf! Gone!
The white dish of America!
Gone! If you don't put ketchup on your meatloaf, you're fucking crazy.
That is 100% accurate. The other night,
I didn't
one
even
time,
know there were people that didn't put them.
dude, one time, I was on a live, and mom had texted me like dinner was ready, so I was like, all right guys, I need to get off here, and they were like, what are you having? And I asked my mom, and I was like, oh, we're having meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and green beans, and someone just goes, that is the most Midwestern fucking dinner I've ever heard.
Green bean casserole.
Green bean casserole.
Oh, recipe.
I was like, listen, we're simple people out here,
Very simple.
okay? I fucking can and shit, alright?
There are some people I know that don't. Never mind.
Listen,
We're gonna be good today.
really? Because in the beginning I just screamed at the fucking
Well,
house.
I'm gonna be good today.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, because I just
We only
screamed.
have time for one controversial topic an episode. I'm sorry. I just pulled up my notes for people that we wanted to at least try to have like a Zoom call with.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler, Noah, other Noah.
Don't disrespect Korean corn farmer like that.
You're the one who said. I was like, okay, we get it. You were like, oh, Broberg and Shiloh, other Noah.
Well, because, like, I didn't want to confuse you, because there's 2 Noahs in our group.
Yeah, but I would only know them as Korean corn farmer.
I'm sorry, Noahs. I love you both.
Ah, it's funny. It literally says Tyler Noah, other Noah. Christine, Mrs. Kickstand, and Yeet Baby. Huey's on there too, but he has to talk about cow tits.
The fact, could you just imagine, like, 3-year-old Marla just trying to sit in front of a computer? She doesn't do that anymore. She makes full sentences. She wears cardigans.
She fucking spilled water the other day. There's a video. Can we talk about the babies of TikTok? I'm gonna talk about it.
I like the one now. I like the one. Lena? I like her. I think it just, like...
It is very weird to see an articulate 2-year-old.
It just, like, it's not that it weirds me out as much as it's just, like, I'm like, what else do you know?
You know secrets.
You have some codes up in there.
You're an industry plant.
You're a lizard people.
I love Lena.
Yeah, I do like
Love Lena. I love the little girl that looks like Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen.
Piggies or bunnies?
Piggies.
I just kind of get...
Piggies.
I just get sometimes scared by how aggressive...
Piggies! Bunnies! Obviously, Scout and Violet,
Yeah.
Scotch and Vodka.
Yeah.
I pay my child support to her every day. I like all of her videos. Archie and Nixon.
I don't know if I know that.
Have you seen Archie and Nixon?
I don't know.
It's Hoare Boy. It's at Hoare Boys. Hoare. She has twin boys. Oh my god, they're so fucking cute. All of her kids are named after presidents. And she's pregnant with baby number 4.
I
She has
remember
Jackson, Archie,
because
Nixon.
I did see a TikTok where it was the, like...
People tried to cancel her a couple times.
Well, I just saw a TikTok where she was like, "Are you gonna name your baby after a president?"
Yeah.
I saw that one, so then I was
Scarlett, I love Scarlett, the little mixed girl.
Oh yeah. She does it with her mom. Yeah, because the
Scarlett.
name's like Scarlett and something.
Scarlett Tina
or something like that. Yeah.
Marley, obviously tried and true.
God, I love Marley. Cause she just like there's some kids that just have so much fucking personality, and Marley's one of those kids.
Gabby Says It All, is that her name? The little girl. All I can remember about this little girl, she pops up, she's very articulate, she's like 6, but you wouldn't know that she's 6. You think she's like 14 by the way she talks.
Does she have like the shorter blonde hair that's curly?
She's got very curly hair.
Yeah.
But she has like 6 older siblings that are like, just like a 12-year age gap or something like that. Like she was an oopsie.
Uh-huh.
But she's so fucking funny. Like that child could tell me what, like, she could be my therapist. Honestly. She's one of my faves. I really like Frankie. No fussing. No fussing.
I don't know if I know that one.
I love Frankie. She was another articulate 2-year-old that kind of made you a little uncomfy.
When you showed me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Lena's one of my top faves right now, though.
I saw a video pop up, and she just takes the remote to mom. She's like, "You can watch your show." And I'm like,
Well, yeah, because there was a video before that. I was like, you can't turn on your show, mommy.
I just really like take a picture of me with my muffin.
She's so cute.
I
love her.
I really love parents that are funny too, because then they did the Lena's her photo, and it's just her with the
Muffin. She said
That's
her
funny.
real name for the first time the other day. She said Lena,
That's
not
not
Lena.
Lena.
Wild.
I don't like when kids grow up.
I also like Franklin. Franklin's mom just
The dramatic shit he does when he just like she'll try to do something.
She
falls
posted
out.
a video. They were going to Great Wolf Lodge, and Lincoln and Grant were both super excited to go to Great Wolf Lodge.
Mm-hmm.
And she puts the phone on Franklin. She's like, "Franklin, you ready to go to Great Wolf Lodge?" And he just and like falls back against the couch and falls onto the floor.
Love it.
I love all the TikTok babies.
I really do, and like I think a lot of people, cause like I struggle with like what I would do if I was still on social media about kids, because like there's some, like obviously I've been watching some documentaries about like how messed up some family channels can be like on YouTube, but I think a lot of the TikTok for the most the LeBrants.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm coming for you blondes.
Winger.
Listen, they pretend that they fucking. Do you know that
They scare me.
It's not even that they scare me. Like
They actually scare me.
Cody Co made a really funny video about them a few years back.
I love Cody.
But the thing is like they put in the fucking thumbnail that their kid had cancer and the child did not have cancer. I'm sorry, you live in a multi-million-dollar mansion now, and you literally probably could already retire. Maybe let's back off on the fucking thumbnails to clickbait.
What's wild to me
Maybe not for the C word.
Them white boys on Vine were my favorite people. Honestly, when I remember they did that video, they were up in like, it was upstairs.
That loft area.
And they had all the
signs,
posters,
yeah.
and they were dancing.
Just gyrating.
And I'm pretty sure at that point Cole had like a leg brace on or something, he had hurt himself. Them white boys were my whole life when I was 16. And
Tyler something.
I almost said Tyler Farr, but Tyler Meisel.
Something like that. Tyler
Mize. But I remember, like, them white boys were the shit. And like, I cannot stand Cole Brandt. And it's not the Jesus thing. Please do not try to spin it like it's the Jesus thing. It's not. Not all people that worship God are like that. And I'm not trying to make a fucking, I'm not trying to, build a soapbox. I'm just saying. Please don't let them be the reason that you think differently about certain people.
Them and Girl Defined.
Did you watch their fucking video? Oh my God, Bethany. She
What's the other
was,
one's name?
I don't remember. I don't know if Bethany's the one that I'm talking about.
One of them.
Jesus. She was talking about how when she was walking down the aisle to her husband, she was like, I mean, he's okay. I'm not really attracted to him, but like once we get married, I'll make it work. You haven't seen that video? I so wish That's Cringe was still around. They did it on the podcast, the TMG podcast, because they were like, they don't do That's Cringe anymore, because they get them a lot of flack. And I'm like, it's fucking funny. People stop being pussies. So, like, That's Cringe is so fucking funny. Kodiko, Noelle, please, just bring it back, okay? I will personally fight every person that has anything to say about it, because those
She's
videos,
a scary bitch, too, so, like, it won't
those
last
videos,
long.
Yeah, and if you ain't gonna bring it back, believe me, I'll turn that scary bitch right on you. I'm threatening.
You motherfuckers are 5'8" and she's 6 foot.
So, I fucking love That's Cringe. Like, the Maddie Smokes video, hands down one of the funniest fucking thing. The Energy O's, love that. That's Cringe is great, okay? So they did like a little, like, here's a special treat for y'all. Mm-hmm. And they did a That's Cringe on the TMG podcast. And it was that episode. And she was like, I just wasn't attracted to him, like, ever. This is the same one whose husband was gay. Or is gay. Or there's like
there
a
was
question.
like a bubble.
Yeah.
A lot of people, I remember seeing videos
she
where
thought
they
she could pray it out of him. If you're a person that thinks you can pray the gay away, I'm gonna pray you away.
You should go away.
You should go away.
But no, like, that's what really turned me off with that kind of stuff. Because I'm not gonna sit here and act like there are ways that you can share your kids. Because I'm sure that if you are a family vlogger or like you post videos like with the Yeet Baby, it would be so cool to have those videos always archived on the internet. Like, that would be really awesome, like, straight up. And I think there's ways that you can go about it safely. But when you are exposing your children and like making, because like it seems like when I see other videos, like when I see videos of Lena, when I see videos of Marley, like it seems like they're genuinely like the content is fun for them and they're not being forced and they just look like they're catching genuine moments in their life, which that I fully support. Yeah. But like when you just like put these thumbnails where it's like I remember the Ace family not too long ago was like he was severely hurt and blah. No, he wasn't. And then I seriously like I shit you not.
For clickbait.
If there's ever a time that I could make sure I was heard by a big fucking ego like of the LeBrants or the Ace family, you are at a point in your fucking lives where you do not need to clickbait it so hard. Don't be a shit human because you're that enthralled with your life. You already live in a mansion. I'm sure you already have enough money to fucking retire. I'm sure your kids already have enough money to fucking retire. Let's back her down. Let's maybe not talk about throwing around cancer with your fucking 3-year-old. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I'm coming for everybody's next.
I totally forgot that.
I'm coming for everybody's next.
Well, like, I used to be obsessed with the Shaytards. You want to know the Shaytards?
I think
Carl.
I think I actually do a little excerpt there.
They were like not the first. They were one of the first like family vloggers. Mm-hmm. Like he vlogged every day though. Yeah. There was a video every day. There was nothing that happened in their lives that was not on the internet, and I kind of respected it in a way. And like honestly, a lot of the vlog was him, like talking about what they were doing. You know, sharing little bits about the kids, and the kids were in the videos, but they didn't use their real names. Okay. The only one who had their real name out there was the dad, and we all knew his name was Shay. Okay. The kids, they Rock Tard, Baby Tard, like. They literally did not go by their real names. Mm-hmm. And then they disappeared. And I was like, where did they go? Like, what happened? Like, I never saw anything what happened. Turns out, Shay Carl's a little bit of a nasty boy.
Yes.
And he was like having an affair, and it came to light and whatever, and then they stopped.
Mm-hmm.
And then when people learned about the affair, then they started up again, and then I lost a bunch of respect for them, because like I'm all about making light of a bad situation, but like you fell off,
mm-hmm.
and you got back up because you had an affair,
mm-hmm.
and now I'm pretty sure they're back to making content full time.
Crazy.
Wild.
But yeah, like because obviously, like, I know a lot of people are like, I don't want to be doing this when I'm 30. I'm having a fucking really fun time.
Right.
I'm having a really fun time.
What do you want to do when you're 30 then?
Like, I would love to be more business. I would love to be more business oriented, but I still want to have cattle, and I wouldn't mind having cameras out there to vlog it. Maybe at that point someone edits a little bit more for me so I can get more done, but at the end of the day, I still love what I do.
Right.
And so obviously there's a good chance that I would have a kid during that time. And I think that I would probably show that, but I wouldn't want that to be like take away from,
There's a fine line between having fun and exploiting.
Exactly. Because like I said, I do think that like birth vlogs, I got really into those for a while. I think it's very cool to watch those. Because I love the moms who will be like, listen, this is something they're not gonna tell you, but I'm gonna tell you.
Right.
Because like I said, whatever way you spin it, even if you just post your kid on Facebook with your friends, that's not on the internet forever. So what's the difference of them doing that versus posting them on a YouTube channel? Like, I understand obviously that like if you have a large platform, it's a lot fucking different, but I think as long as like I'm somebody who we've had this conversation, I am not a pedophile. I don't care that you post your naked kid. I won't see it any certain way. But I do know that the internet's a sick place, so it does worry me. It does worry me when I see people post pictures of their kids naked on Facebook, because I'm like, listen, I know that that's a 2-year-old and we should not be sexualizing that child, and I am not. But I do know that unfortunately there's a lot of sick people out here, and I hate that that might happen to your child without you knowing because you posted this.
Right.
But then when you say that, they're like, where is it? And it's like, I'm not. I just want to look out for you. Like, send those to your parents, send them to your friends. But when you post them online, maybe just make sure they're clothed.
Yep.
You know?
We have to take a break.
Okay.
Because your camera's about to cut us off.
Cut it. We'll be back in a minute to do stuff. Where's that from? We'll be back in a minute to do stuff.
Maybe we should start like telling jokes. Like,
but just end it.
The first part of the joke, and then when we come back, we tell the punchline.
What did the big chimney say to the little chimney? Aren't you too young to be smoking? Oh, it's so funny.
Listen, when Lacey was getting her tattoo the other day, she was like, this is gonna fucking suck. Because she started in the knee pit. That was her goal, to start in the knee pit, get the worst out of the way, and then just free flow the rest of the way. And she's sitting there, and I was like, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to tell you a joke? And she was like, I don't know. And I was like,
tell me
a
a story.
And I was like, okay, I can tell you a story. And I was like,
this was the funniest fucking shit you've ever said.
So stupid. So but it made us laugh to the point where Erica had to stop tattooing.
Yeah.
Because Erica was also laughing. So I was like, okay, I can tell you a story. My kid had just watched The Little Mermaid that morning, and so I was feeling inspired. And I was like, once upon a time, long, long ago in a faraway place, there was a mermaid. It was so stupid. And I was like, there was a mermaid named Bartholomew. And I know you might be thinking, with a name like Bartholomew, should it be a merman? And that's all the further I got in my story, because we had to stop, because Erica and Lacey were laughing uncontrollably, and she could not continue to tattoo.
Well, really quickly, 2 points I want to make. Yeah, so I checked my cows in the morning, and my dad was gonna be home in a shock because he was painting equipment. So I was like, hey, I don't want to cancel my tattoo appointment. Can you like keep an eye on the cows? And he's like, yeah, for sure. So I went to my tattoo appointment, and like Julie had said, I had to do line work, and I don't like line work. I prefer shading.
More needles, less pain.
Yeah, I don't know.
Doesn't it sound like it makes sense? It's scientifical, because instead of being the pressure in one place, it spreads it out.
Yeah, sure.
Kind of like how you can stand on a piece of glass.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
You're a science person. You should know this. Come on. Anyway, tell the story.
And so I told Erica, I was like, please start in my knee pit and then work down if you can. And she's like, yeah, because I'm freehanding it. And I was like, okay, sick. Because I knew that I wanted to have the most stamina when I was...
She kept saying stamina. I'm like, I feel like you're getting ready to like.
So then I was like, it's drive, it's about power, But when she was doing the line work, I literally wanted to die. Like, it was so fucking awful.
So I told her a nice story.
It was after like she literally had to be in my knee pit for maybe 10 minutes, and my knee pit welted up so bad. She was like, holy shit. And I was like, dude, yeah, it fucking hurts. So then when she got done with all the line work, she did put some numbing spray on me, and then she went in with the line, or the shading. I was like, oh, bitch, this is what I'm talking about, old son. But then, at the end of the tattoo, my knee pit was still so fucking tender, because that area just doesn't see anything, that when she went to spray it and wipe it down and put the Sanaderm on, almost passed out.
Yeah.
Because when she touched it again, I was like, and I went pale. And I was like, my hearing started to get a little, like, ringy, and my eyes started to, like, do the tunneling, and I'm like, I have to sit down. Because I didn't want to just, like, on her.
You would be that person.
Yeah. The other reason I wanted to tell you, because I didn't bring this up until now, is I thought you named him Bartholomew because of the song.
Because of what you said the other day?
The dance floor. Bartholomew.
I'm going to talk about that next week. I'm going to dedicate the whole podcast next week to making fun of Lacey. So if you're not here for that, skip next week's episode. Because...
Wait, that's not next week. Because Tyler and Noah.
We'll have a whole half hour before that.
That's true.
Okay, I'll fucking make fun of you with Tyler and Noah. I'll make fun of them real fast.
Yeah. They call me their sister.
That's fine. I make fun of I've trashed my sister on this podcast so many times.
You're right.
And she listens.
Hey, Kelsey.
So, anyway. So that happened, okay? But, like, last week after I edited the podcast, we're all sitting on my couch. Caleb's in the chair. I'm on the couch. Lacey's on the couch. Bustin's on the couch. Our friend Bustin.
Buster.
And I'm scrolling through my pictures on my phone. I see this picture of Drake. Drake, the rapper. Okay?
Not Belle.
Not the pedophile.
Did he change his name and move to Mexico?
Yeah, his name was literally Bell Bell.
He could have been like El Bell or something.
No.
Le Belle.
So I'm sitting there and I'm like, what do I do with this picture of Drake? Because I was trying to see if a person that I went to school with kind of looks like Drake, because I was trying to determine if Drake was hot or not. And I wasn't about to be like, oh yeah, they're hot, and then they look exactly like this person I went to school with.
Yeah, just fuck that guy.
Yeah, honestly. Bye. And I was like, what do I do with this picture of Drake? So we're all just sitting there, we're watching a movie. And I send it to Bustin.
But you're literally like 4 feet from him.
Bustin, he opens it. And he's like, okay. And Lacey's like, what? And I was like, I just sent Bustin a picture. I just sent Bustin a picture of Drake. And then we all start laughing.
No. Bustin and Bellick, or Caleb, laughed accordingly. They laughed for a few seconds, and then they chuckled at best.
Lacey and I laughed.
Me and you, we laughed so hard that we were both crying and almost threw up. Because we had the problem of we were laughing so hard, and then we'd do that, but then we would look at each other.
It's like you remember what you're laughing about. My stomach hurts so bad.
Well, also because it's the fact that we were laughing, but then we were both like,
All because I sent him a picture of Drake. It wasn't even a funny picture of Drake.
It was just Drake.
It was just a picture of Drake on the red carpet.
So then when I was getting my tattoo, Julie's like, you think I should send Bustin another picture?
And I did. I'm trying, because Caleb has this one friend, Mike. We talked about him before. He keeps up Snapchat streaks with people. Mike and I Snapchat streak hit 396 today. Big boy fucking moves. 396, 36, something. I don't know. Anyway. So I was like, wouldn't it be funny if I kept a streak with Bustin? But it's just pictures of Drake. Motherfucker will never reply. I have sent 4 pictures to Drake at this point, and he will not reply. How am I supposed to keep a streak up? This is a two-way streak. I want to have a streak where Drake is the main character.
You put taco sauce or taco or
allegedly put hot sauce in a used condom so the girl couldn't have his babies.
I just can't imagine being somebody who would want to like turkey baster yourself just to have a rich guy's baby.
Hoes are crazy. Hoes be crazy.
Hoes be crazy.
Bitches be tripping.
In the words of whoever, bitches be tripping.
What did we talk about?
Because I just knew you were having your tattoo.
And you were like Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott.
Because you said you missed 100 shots in the
I missed the shot, you know what I'm saying?
So I said Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott.
Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott.
Because that's the way it's captioned.
Yeah. Erica is also a big Office fan.
Erica's just a fantastic person to be around.
She has a Threat Level Midnight poster in her studio.
And I love it.
It's funny. It's just so funny.
It's always a vibe when I go get tattooed, so it honestly makes it worth all the pain because I know the back of my thigh is about to suck like a motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
Like
maybe not, though. It's pretty meaty.
I don't know.
I mean, ass tattoo tickled.
Yeah.
So maybe
I don't know. I'm hoping it's not too bare. But I'm telling her straight up, I'd rather make it 4 sessions and not feel like I want to die than try to make it 2 or 3 sessions.
Well, it's not going to make it cost anymore.
Exactly.
So.
She charges per tattooing, so it's just going to be more sessions, which I'm fine with because I'd rather, like, because I don't care. My top 5, there's not going to be that many people looking at it that detailed, so I don't care if I'm walking around with a unfinished piece for a while. Like, it won't make me upset.
I still have not gotten my smiley face. I was going to get it last week when we went with Lacey, but then by that point it was already like 5 o'clock and I was like, we're getting out. Because Lacey also, you know, had to make it about her and must pass out, so.
Yeah. Well, I asked you if you wanted the tattoo before I passed out, though.
That's true.
And then because like she was like, we could do, because I added to my wolf where I just had her shade in the flowers and she added some leafy guys and it's very pretty now. And then under it, we're going to put my dog Maggie, who passed away, her paw print. But we were going to do that, but I was like, no, because it was like 4:45, and I was like, I can still check the cows when I get home, and it's light. I don't want to go another hour. And also, I just didn't feel good, because, like, I had some sinus stuff, and it was the day after I had done the autopsy, so I was like, I just want to go to bed.
We just need to book
One day.
a together appointment.
Are we scissoring? What the fuck is that?
No, it's together.
That's a scissor.
You're bringing me back to high school when I was trying to plan the fucking Green Hand banquet.
Uh-huh.
And instead of intermingle with freshmen, I said intertwine with freshmen. In front of everybody and their parents.
Oh, fuck.
Someone let me write my own speech.
We gon' fuck them kids.
Hey, what is it? It's been an honor to intertwine with your freshmen. With your freshmen who's got PTSD. Holy shit.
Oh, sorry.
Holy shit.
Sorry, I took you back to not
Holy
like
shit.
that.
I got so much flack for that. Ronnie still brings it up when she comes in to get her hair done.
Yeah.
Remember that time you said intertwine? Anyway,
Interlocked like the people on
we need to make
Avatar.
a dual appointment so that Erica, we don't blindside Erica and be like, okay, do Lacey's fucking dog and then
Also,
treat Julie's body like a sticker book.
I got this. Next time when she texts me and is like, when do you want booked? I'll just be like, okay, book me 5 sessions. So then, because it's going to take 4 for my leg,
Right.
and then that other one we can throw in wherever, where like we can do some little shit on me, some little shit on you. We'll all get shit on.
I've been drawing.
Because unfortunately, since I have an
unfinished.
unfinished piece, I have more pull over you in the book.
Well, yeah.
So I'll just do it. I'll be like, I need 5. And she'll be like, what? I'll be like, don't worry about it. Give it back.
I
Yeah?
played with the idea of not getting out of it, like getting a Harry Potter shoulder over here as well.
Whole back piece.
And that's what I was about to tell you. I think I'm gonna fucking full send it.
I love it.
Half,
Fucking do it.
half back, upper back. I got a lot of rolls back there. I got a Texas Roadhouse back there.
With the cinnamon butter.
so I can't be having a full back piece, but I got like a sick shoulder piece.
Some shoulders.
I think I'm gonna next time I talk to Erica, I'll be like, hey bitch,
What about this shoulder?
do me here.
It's lonely.
Do me here.
It's jealous of the other shoulder.
The other shoulder looks dope as shit.
People were like, are you going to get 2 laces? I'm like, no. I might do an arm sleeve, but not the other leg. I might, like, I've toyed around with if I find something that I really like, I would not mind another thigh piece. But not a whole nother leg, no. I ain't doing another knee pit. Ain't no way. Everyone acting like the top of the knee, no. So if the top of the knee is like the actual elbow, I'll be fine. The inner elbow though, I'm sure is gonna suck. A big old
It's really thin
schlong.
skin right there.
And it's just tendy.
Well, and they stick needles in it to get blood.
Yeah, it's tendy, so I know that that's gonna suck. But, you know, you can't have rainbows without a little rain.
You can't win a marathon without sticking a couple band-aids on your nipples.
I mean, it's science, really.
Alright, we probably need to wrap it up because I forgot to,
Set a timer, so I
Yeah.
might run out.
and your thing might be.
So what you're saying is the mic is on, and they can hear everything that I'm saying. It's from the SpongeBob.
Anyway, my name's not Rick.
Yeah, we're gonna get off here. You can follow all of our socials if you want to. They're down below.
Let us know if you have any ideas for the podcast also.
Yeah, if you have a suggestion, we're down. Make sure it's not straight up stealing from another podcast though. Unless we can give them credit.
Within reason.
Yeah. I mean, it could definitely be like a segment, but I want to make sure I give them credit if it's
Right.
like aggressively obvious. So, alright, we're gonna get off here. Peace out, Girl Scouts.
Peace, love, positivity.
And pussies.
Pussy hole.
Pussy farts. Bye.